What's up, everybody? You're watching Life on Review. My name's Beau Tabola. Like, all right, I want something a little.
Yeah, there.
Oh, sick. Oh. So, what do you think about me picking up another project, Josh?
There it goes.
In this episode, we go for a Sunday cruise and talk about the car a little bit. All right, so we got the Pocket 2 do-all handle on the Osmo. And now, it's cool because the handle's like yay longer, so I'm not holding it like this. You're not gonna hold it like a fucking, normal shit. So that's cool. We're about to go shoot the video on Corey's El Camino. Trying to get the format down for the video shoot, so you guys tell me what you think. Okay, check this out. We got our little clipboard list here with all of our fun facts on the El Camino. Alright. And then my bag with my camera gear. I'm gonna go shoot some video. I'm also working on the DJI drone shots, so I'm going to be doing a tiny bit of that practicing. Well, I'm gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Okay, so let's get it out there. We're gonna give it a quick wash and we'll get moving. One thing is, get your Chevy keys. One experience on these older cars is it's a 1971, so what you gotta do, pop that little lock up, see that little bad boy? And when you wanna open these, at least on this one, some of them don't do this, but you're gonna need both your thumbs. Okay. Oh yeah, there we go. Get this cleaned up. Alright, get in this beautiful bad boy. Go ahead, and then you can kind of see what you're working with. We just got this new dash in here, so it's looking pretty slick. Same with the interior, new seats and whatnot. We're gonna do some stuff with floors and carpets later, but we're still got leaks, so he's got to get some window seal stuff. We're gonna do a retro looking Bluetooth deck. They're pretty cool. They're custom made to fit in these cars and look original. I'll clean up a little bit more. Okay, so one thing, if you do this wrong, sometimes you cannot get them started, or if you flood it, you're screwed. So this one has an electric choke, but I found this one likes 2 pumps. So let's try 2 pumps to the floor, just like this. Ready? 1, 2. That's gonna squirt some gas down in the carburetor. All right, let's see what we got. It's been a while. Hopefully the battery's good. It's freezing out here. Yeah, baby. So I'm talking about. So it's like about 25 degrees outside, and the car's been sitting. We had some carburetor problems. Fuel was getting clogged in some of the jets and orifices in there, and I took the top of it apart and blew it all out with pressurized air, and a bunch of biddles and debris came out, and now every time I've gone to start it lately, she started right up. So we're gonna pull her back, we're gonna get a wash on her, and then we're gonna go shoot a cool video. All right, they're gonna idle high for a few seconds, so just go ahead and let it go for about, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes. And then that'll let it get warmed up, everything comes. Then you can give this a stab. And then normally, just stab the gas. And it'll come down. The idle will come down like that. Oh, camera. What's it do? Alright. Damn, that looks good as hell, though, I'll tell you that.
This El Camino has really grown on me. I used to like the G bodies more, but I think I've switched up at this point because this guy's like a Chevelle with a truck bed. Pretty badass, especially if you want a Chevelle.
Ooh, so cold. She's cleaned up, and we're gonna take it for a spin. There she goes, looking nice. Some sap in the bed from like some tree sap that I'm gonna have to get some Goo Gone with Corey and get that out, but she's ready to roll.
We've done some repairs and modifications to get it to this point where we can go out, test drive it, beat on it a little bit, and, you know, kind of get a baseline for the car. We got a lot more to do. We're gonna put a nice set of headers on when we put the exhaust on, new engine mounts, and then when the motor's out, we're gonna go ahead and clean up the firewall and the wiring. So make sure you guys check out the episodes coming up. We're gonna be pulling this motor out, doing a reseal and checking for any failures internally. It's got some nice Camaro, late model Camaro wheels and tires on here. The patina on this car is amazing. It's really natural, beautiful. He's not sure if he's gonna go paint job on it yet or leave it kind of like this. Not sure yet. We'll stay tuned for the decision on that. In the meantime, we're gonna go ahead and get the exhaust replaced, some fancy good stuff, get the transmission rebuilt or put a remanned one or remanufacture, maybe a brand new one in there, don't know yet. But we're gonna go ahead and get the transmission fixed up, and then I think there's a couple more performance mods. Gonna put some sound densener in here with some carpet, new seals. And then to round it all off, probably do a bed liner in the back there, clean it up just nice.
All right, we got Corey over here today. We're gonna take the El Camino. We're gonna give it a spin. We've done some upgrades. It's been a while since we've driven it. So, all right, let's get after it. I think we just gotta reseal the windows because it doesn't. The door seals are new, and we can let it record. And then if you want to flip it, you could like talk to it or whatever. And then if you want to flip it, you hit this 3 times, 1, 2, 3. Flip it around, then you can kind of see what we got going. And just yeah, film us while we're rolling down. It's Sunday. Are they gone? It's Sunday. They're gone.
We were fighting an open differential and a little bit of brake issues here, but we were able to pull it through here and get a little swang going for you guys. Here's our moment of glory right here. Now I'm gonna go back to the pad. Corey's gonna hop out. My son Isaiah is gonna jump in, and we're gonna go for the test drive. Take a cruise home, and I'm gonna let you guys know what it feels like to drive one of these big old metal cars. Is that working?
Yeah.
What is she doing? She whipped in here like a Ken Block. Ken blocked it.
You could do like where you can hold it. Look, if you did like this, so you can see. We're gonna take this 1971 Chevy El Camino for a cruise and let you guys know what that feels like. So first off, these cars are big and heavy, and you're kind of floating along in them for the most part, unless there's, I mean, some of them are road race style. You can get an RS, SS or something, but generally these muscle cars are typically pretty floaty from my experience.
Is that a good angle?
Yeah, that's totally fine. Yeah, you're good. That's great. So I guess we could start with, in here we have, it's pretty basic in these cars. You got lap belts. You haven't really got much there, just a lap belt. If you flip it around, the dash, you're just looking, you got just a speedo thing, you know, your regular parks, buttons here, all that's pretty standard. Right now, this vehicle, we got no carpets and pads in here, but we will be putting it in. We have some leaks around the window seals, so we're going to be taking care of that first. Okay. Good. Cool. Okay. So put my little lap belt on that does absolutely nothing, because if I crash, I'm going to eat the fucking dash anyway. So, straightforward. Okay, you got lots of play in the wheel without the vehicle moving. See that? It's just muscle car stuff. One thing, the smell of muscle cars, like typically when you're working on restorations and classics, you're gonna get, there's a smell that comes with it, and like each of the cars from different manufacturers may have a different little bit of a smell to them, but I'm used to these old Chevy smells. This is like what I grew up with. But anyway, old muscle cars have a really cool smell to them most of the time. This car we just did a bunch of repairs and work on, so we have new bushings, new control arms, new struts and springs, all that good stuff. And then we went in and greased all the joints up front, so it's riding a lot smoother than it was. We also did a bunch of work to the brakes and stuff like that. So this car is a standard model. It's a 350. They came with a few different engines in them. They have SS models too, which come with a 454 or a 396. I think they even got a 320. They got a 327 as well. So you could pretty much get any of the small block or the big blocks from that generation, from the late 60s or early 70s, in these cars. This stock 350, this actually has a good amount of torque, and it feels pretty good compared to some of like the 305s or like some of the detuned 350s. This one actually, I think it's a 225 horsepower supposedly 350. So like it's got a little bit of go. It's nothing, you're not gonna jump in one of these cars and think like, oh, muscle car badassness. Like most of them are pretty boaty and you know, you can do a lot with them, but don't expect to jump in a stock 70s muscle car and be like wowed or by it. You know, some of the motors and some of them have really nice gearing and they can get out the hole, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not crapping on muscle cars at all. I'm just saying that if you're somebody that doesn't know and you think big V8, big power, and you think like you don't know what it's going to be like, it's almost more like driving like a grandma Cadillac on most of them, to be honest. Okay, yeah, the field's a little floaty. There's no seat rest supports. You're in a bench seat, so if you wick a corner, we're all going to slide together, slide back the other way. They only have one driver mirror because in the early days, the law only requires you to have the driver's mirror, not a passenger mirror. Oh, look behind us. Fuck yeah, dude. There's an F-Dizzle behind us. You better pan back and check him out. Fuck yeah, dude. Alright, so anyway, where are we at with it? History of it. Okay, so the El Camino was Chevy's response to Ford's Ranchero.
These are called like utes, a UTE, utility vehicle. So it's a car chassis, so like a Chevy chassis, but it has a bed, a truck bed. So they made them in 1959, 60. They made them through 64 through 67 was the second generation. And then 68 through 72 is this one. That's called the A body. And that's this generation. These ones had the cool, the 71 and 72 got a cool front end facelift, which got them a different grille and headlights and stuff. So those ones are pretty sweet. Well, I mean, that's pretty much it. You could get them with a 3-speed auto, a 2-speed auto, or a 4-speed auto, maybe. Or you could get them with a 3-speed manual or a 4-speed manual, depending on the model and trim that you buy. We got tons of more plans for this El Camino. This is just gonna be our initial introduction to the car. I'm practicing my skills here. And then we're gonna go ahead and, once the El Camino's finished the modifications and repairs, we'll go ahead and shoot one final El Camino video. That'll be the finale video. There's also a build series for this car on the channel. If you're into repairs or how-tos, or you wanna start looking into getting or repairing older muscle cars or collectible classics, anything like that, check out the channel, because we got tons of content. We got more content coming that is in that vein, doing that type of thing. So, I mean, one thing is, they're so fun and so accessible, and it's such a cool factor just to drive around. People all over, all walks of life. It doesn't matter, from the hoodest hood guy to the reddest redneck. It does not matter. Like, everybody loves these cars, and it's kind of cool to be out in public and get like that admiration. People ask you questions. Oh, what's up? Oh, what year is it? Oh, my dad had this year. That type of thing. You know, it's pretty common. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with it so far. All right, we are going to get back to the house.
Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.